Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. I'm a professional intuitive empath, and today we're going to jump right into the video. This is about making sure that you understand that if you're in a karmic relationship, it will take you out of your character. Now, guys, we've all seen people around us who have been in relationships with people and they go fine and it's pretty milk toast and pretty regular. Then they get with someone and it's extremely volatile. They become their worst selves. That is a karmic partnership. Sometimes their worst selves can even evolve or devolve, shall we say, into violence. I just finished up with the clients, as you guys know I do, and there was one who said something that was particularly poignant for me today. She said, I'm a peaceful person. I really do not like violence. In fact, I have never really had any altercations with anybody I've dated, but this one person that I'm dating, this one guy that I'm dating, causes me to feel violent. She said specifically, and I quote, I have had fantasies about stabbing him in the eye, end quote. And when she said that, it just shook me because I understood the fact that we all have rage. We all can be the worst of ourselves, the most evil, and the best of ourselves. Think of Cain and Abel. I have a lesson coming up here soon about Cain and Abel and our lowest vibration, what happens when we get into that space. However, I realize that I hear this a lot with clients, and it's something that I've even experienced in my own life many years ago. When I had a particularly unhealthy, just a friendship with a narcissist, truly and strictly platonic. This is not the relationship that you guys have heard me talk about as of late. This is something years and years and years ago. But I remember having a moment where she was provoking me and being ridiculous, and we were not anything but friends. But I felt rage rise through me that I'd never felt before. And I literally never talked to her after that day. I walked away from that relationship and healed and moved on. She tried to hoover me back and all that jazz. But I remember that feeling of like, whoa, I physically feel enraged. And that person in her relationships had always pushed everybody she was with, even her actual love relationships with the guys that she dated, but also friendships. She fought all of these girls that she was just friends with. That was her spirit and her energy. But because she was a karmic partnership and a test for me, I realized that I had to get away from her because her negative energy, that entity attachment she had, definitely was trying to transfer onto me. And narcissists love nothing more than to get you out of your character. Now, whomever this client of mine is dating, I cannot say whether or he is or is not a narcissist, but I can say that that was a violent energy and an entity attachment, but it usually surfaces in highly toxic and uncompatible karmic relationships, so that you get to the part of yourself where you are violent, where you are outside of your body, where you are not living in your highest vibration, where you are not hearing your angels as they speak to you or your ancestors as they try to calm you. And that is a red flag. If you ever feel violent to somebody that you never have felt any violence for before, understand that you're in a form of spiritual warfare. And it is a huge indicator that you need to walk away from that relationship expeditiously. Now, the thing here is that a lot of people don't. They overlook that. They think that it shouldn't be this way. They rationalize it. But if you feel violent and it is not your typical nature, please understand you're being influenced by whomever you're around and you're being tested. Because what happens if you take the violent route, right? You end up perhaps maybe literally hurting somebody. We see people that end up on all of these shows, First 48, to shows that Law and Order SVU are made out of. What is it called? An act of passion, or what is it? A crime of passion. This happens all the time. People are serving life sentences for crimes of passion. In the moment, their rage overtook them and they lashed out, because we all have the capacity to be violent in that way. And then what happens is it ruins your life for the rest of it. So I advised her, of course, to leave expeditiously. I have a feeling about what she'll do, but I'll leave that to your imaginations. But for those of you here, you can make a choice. You can make a different choice. You can make a higher vibrational choice. It's a trick. They want you to come out of your character. And I don't mean the person that you're feeling that rage towards. I'm talking about the entities that are attached to them. It's a real test. Be careful. Excuse me. Because if you do, it irreparably changes your life. You can't come back from some of those moments, as we see by people serving life sentences. So if you're in a domestic abuse situation, even if someone has been abusing you physically over and over, and then you react to it, that's not to say don't stick up for yourself, don't defend yourself, or any of that. But it is to say that you need to know that you need to get out of that, because one day you may react in a full way, that we have seen women and men react to those situations, and it changes their life. Somehow they get held accountable for the sins of the entity or the energy that they were attached to. I don't want that to be you. So pay attention. If you feel violence around a friend, a family member, a lover, whatever, yeah, and it's not your nature, and you know that's not you. You're not a lightweight boxer. You're not a heavyweight champ. You're not, doing the one that I can't even watch because it's so violent, MMA. If that's not your natural proclivity to fight a bitch, excuse my language, but y'all, if that's not your natural proclivity to fight with your dude, or to fight with your partner, or to fight with your friend, then that's an energy attachment. Pay attention, y'all. Don't get caught up, because they love it. The entity loves it. It's not so much even that the person dealing with it. They may love it too, because they obviously are attached to drama and attracted to it. But for you, rise above it and get out. I'm worried for her, but I'm worried for a lot of you guys that I talk to, and see, this is a red flag. If you feel that kind of rage where you're like, I physically want to do something to somebody, then get out. That's not the one, sis. That's not the one for you. Okay. Love you guys so much. Just a quick PSA: protect yourself and protect your energy, my sweet empaths, light workers, and divine feminines. You deserve better than physical interactions. The only physicality that should be happening is some good sexy time and some really powerful hugs. Amen. Amen. I love you guys. Have a great day. Come back and join me, and we will continue to evolve together.